A Middleton business is facing criticism yet again. Hellbox first came under fire earlier this week after a photo spread on social media that showed a sign on the coffee shop's door calling it a mask-free zone. But when our crew went to that shop, there was no sign, and the owner denied ever putting the sign up. Tahilil Mohideen went to the coffee shop earlier this morning to hear from both sides of the argument.
Well, Amanda, when I visited the shop, there was no sign indicating a mask policy either for or against. But the man who shared the image online on Monday said his 6-year-old daughter was shamed and even laughed at for wearing one inside. Today, a small group of people gathered outside of the coffee shop to voice their disdain of the business's choice to not require their employees or customers to wear masks.
It's disgraceful. I'm beyond upset.
Organizers say this protest is about keeping everyone safe.
If you're going to have a business of this magnitude, you really need to respect the fact that we are in crisis mode.
More than that, they want hellbacks to be held accountable.
They should be fined, and then after a certain amount of times, they should be shut down. They really should be shut down. I mean, in essence, if somebody gets sick and dies, they should be held accountable.
But with so many customers coming in and out of the shop maskless, it's clear not everyone agrees.
Mask or no mask, I should have that choice.
Hellbox supporters say as a private business, the shop should have the right to its own policy.
I have no problem in public buildings doing whatever they want. The government can do what they want to the public places, but they should not be able to infringe on private companies.
One customer took it a step further and started her own counter-protest.
Well, if they have the right to speak up, we have the right to speak up.
She even brought along her son, who she says, at 13, is old enough to make his own decisions.
I want to fight for my freedom.
They say those who disagree should simply find somewhere else to buy their coffee.
Don't come to these places if you're worried about your health. I'm going to be here every single day until the end.
But protesters aren't backing down either.
I'm just here to say if you support businesses like this, you're pretty much supporting ignorance.
Health officials say of the 140 non-compliance complaints they received on day one of the mask order, over 100 referred to Hellback's coffee. And when I went inside today, almost no one was wearing a mask or social distancing. Now, I did attempt to interview one of the owners, Casey Hellback. He chose not to comment.